Morning to everyone who has joined us this sunny morning for EU for Digital Skills Talks, both who have joined on Microsoft Teams meeting, but also the ones who are following us on Facebook. You are welcome to the Digital Talks episode number 6, which we have devoted today to digital skills for SMEs and also how SMEs can reach the digital intensity, which is one of the digital decade targets. The Digital Skills Talks is a monthly online activity which is organized by the Digital Skills and Jobs platform. And this is the 6th episode. We have run already 5 other talks in the previous months in January. And normally we invite technology and digital skills experts and discuss different digital skills topics such as artificial intelligence, blockchains, cybersecurity, virtual worlds, and other topics. You can follow later on this event also on Digital Skills EU Facebook as well as on YouTube channel. Today we are addressing this digital skills for SME topic because this is particularly important. You know that SMEs are making the backbone of the European Union economy. But if we talk about their innovation and digital transformations, then we are still far from the target set in digital decade for 2030, when we want at least 90% of all companies have a basic digital intensity and 75% using such technologies as cloud, artificial intelligence, big data. One of the prerequisites for this digital intensity and transformation, of course, is relevant skills. And today we have 2 excellent experts which have been working both on digital transformation area and also digital skills area for SMEs, with whom we will discuss what should be done to encourage SMEs to update their digital skills and also sharing some of the best practices in European and national level. First, our speaker is Aiga Irmeja. She is chairman of the board of Latvian IT Cluster, but also she is the coordinator of one of the digital innovation hubs in Latvia. Good morning, Aiga. And thank you for joining us today.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, we very much appreciate your joining. And our second expert is David Seoane. He is representing FundingBox organization, who is coordinator of the Cloud Camp for SMEs. This is an online platform and project supporting digital skills for SMEs, and the project is funded by European Union under HADEA agency. We have, probably because of the very sunny weather, some issues today, so we will not be able probably see David, but we will enjoy his joining with audio only. So David, I would like to start our today's discussion with you. So you are responsible for the Cloud Camp for SMEs. Could you tell more about the main objectives of the project and also what are the outcomes that you have produced so far?
Yeah, sure. First of all, can you hear me well, right? Yeah, okay, thank you. Because and sorry all that were waiting on the lobby because this was for technical issues I had. Right now you cannot see me, but I'm happy that you can hear me. So yeah, I'm David. I'm the head of digital business development at FundingBox, and FundingBox is the coordinator of this Cloud Camp for SMEs project. This is a project that aims at upskill on different cloud topics to European SMEs, and it has an ambitious KPI of training up to 400 companies and 1,000 people all over Europe. So this is the main KPI, the main outcome that we want to achieve. And we are trying to make this through delivering 7 learning pathways. Those 7 learning pathways mean a set of courses related to cloud, where the basic contents are provided by Amazon Web Services, AWS, but the training will be delivered by different training providers, namely Fastlane in Germany and the Benelux countries and Adecco in Italy. And these are the places where we are running the pilot trainings to the different workers in those countries, but the courses are open to all SMEs all over Europe. These are pilot countries, but we are running the training on the different languages on those countries. But also, if you are based in a different country from Italy, Germany, the Benelux countries, Spain or Poland, that by the way are the places where we are running the pilots, you can get the trainings in English. And those learning pathways are divided into three set of levels. The first one is for a basic level for SMEs owners. There is an intermediate level for workers or people looking for a job, so an employees. And finally, there is a set of 5 advanced courses for highly skilled people. And what we are aiming is to train these 3 type of trainees.
Thank you, David. Can I jump in here with a question? So it's very interesting that you are addressing these 3 groups because it seems that really the employer should be educated at least at some awareness level and also understanding the basic concept. Could you tell what is your achievement in engaging especially this audience, the employers or the managers of the companies?
Yeah, what we realize right now after 1.5 years of the project is that most of the potential trainees are interested on the high skilled training, because it looks like the basic trainings, well, are still interesting, but where we are getting more demand are on high skilled training. And by the way, something that I didn't mention before is that the companies have to pay for accessing this training. But the good thing is that the companies are getting a 90% discount through the regular price, because this is sponsored by the European Commission. We are talking about courses that have a range of price between 3,000 to 6,000 euros. And the companies have to pay between only 300 or 600 euros. And the last ones that are the most expensive are the ones where we are getting more demand. So it looks like the more high skilled people are looking for this type of trainings. And these are the main insights that we are getting after 1.5 years getting registrations.
Thank you, David. Now I would like to involve Aiga in our discussion. So Aiga, you have been working with different size companies in Latvia, both with IT sector companies, but also with small and even micro companies. Could you elaborate a little bit how important are the skills for them and how do you manage to involve these different audiences?
Yes, good morning once more, and thank you for invitation and opportunity to be here. So, of course, oversimplified answer is skills are important for any group and any industry and like everyone. However, if we go deeper, so the answer might not be so simple. Maybe I will go deeper with European Digital Innovation Hub approach, because I think it's more like explanatory and it's better to see the whole picture. For European Digital Innovation Hubs or EDIHs, the main objective is to foster competitiveness and growth through adoption of digital technologies, through adoption of implementation of new and modern technology, not only digital, but also automation and in manufacturing processes or new product development with a digital component and so on. And for EDIHs, we have 4 main pillars where all the activities should somehow fit in. And I believe that those 4 pillars are very essential to be delivered in any country, so maybe not by EDIHs, but through other instruments probably. So the first thing is innovation ecosystem and networking, which basically means awareness and the first initial motivation. This is very important. We always feels that peer pressure and peer learning is the most important thing for specifically micro and small companies. So the second pillar is supporting to find investment. And again, so giving, let's call it seed money for the first digitalization project, it's very important. And we have seen it in Latvia that even giving a government grant for digitalization, let's say it's small one for 5,000 grants to implement their first project, it creates huge interest among companies. So the third one is so-called test before invest services, meaning that companies can try before investing, can try how this technology really works. And the fourth, which is last but absolutely not least, is skills and training. So we see skills and training as an absolutely necessary component, but that can't be the only one component when we are approaching SME competitiveness and growth.
So can I ask also about figures achieved in your Digital Innovation Hub? I know that you have run the hub actively for more than 1 year. So could you tell a little bit about the figures? Because David told it's 400 companies and 1,000 trainings for the pilot. What are your achievements?
Yes, we are working very close to national digitalization program. So meaning our EDIC is supporting all the activities that are being run in national level. And so far we have run a digital maturity test for about 3,000 companies. So we see this as a part of awareness that companies are still thinking about what they should do, what they can do, and thinking about the next steps as well. And we have made initial consulting, we call it digitalization roadmap, to start their first digitalization project for around 1,000 companies.
Thank you. I then have a question to both of you. So what are the messages that the companies understand the need for updating their skills for the managers and also skills for employers? How do you invite them? So maybe Aiga, we start with you, and then I ask the same question to David.
Yeah. I think the most important is a mindset change that digital skills, this is not something separate. This is not something like we should look like divided from your main business. We always say that digitalization, digital skills, everything you do in your company, this is a business function. Digitalization is a business function. You as a business owner, you as an executive, or you as a unit manager, you are responsible for implementing technologies, choosing the technologies that you really want your business run. And also, of course, skills goes along with that.
And David, question to you, because I know the development of training programs for SME is very challenging because they should be modular and short from one perspective. They should be flexible, that they can be adapted to different industry sectors, and they should also somehow be targeted to different skills levels, as you already mentioned, and also job profiles or occupations. How do you manage to solve all these requirements in your platform?
Yeah, indeed, I cannot agree with you more, Aiga. This is an effort that we are doing whilst disseminating the courses and the training. So first thing is a matter of raising awareness among the companies that the digitalization and upskilling on that area is something that is very much vital to the business, basically because if you do not digitalize, maybe you will not have a future as a company. And this is a hard message that you have to launch to the companies. But apart from that, as you say, Mara, we have to be flexible. And that's the reason why we have different training levels. That first, we have to raise awareness among the different targets that we have. Business leaders should have, as I said before, a more initial training, general trainings about digital, about cloud, about how they can adapt their business to the actual needs that they might have in the cloud. then a more advanced level for workers, and the highest level for, let's say, the IT experts within the company. But apart from that, flexibility does not come only with segmenting, let's say, the training, but also listening to the companies. And this is an effort that we have done at the beginning of the project to prepare a tailor-made program for the SMEs. So it's a matter of balance between what you expect to deliver and listening to the market and adapt and be as much flexible as you can by providing the training. So yeah, we have established program, but apart from that, you have to listen to the market and see how you can adapt. Just a matter of schedule, right? So during the summertime right now, it's harder to get registrations and to run the trainings, or you have to adapt to the reality of the business. But on the other side, to make them aware that training on upskilling on digital, it's a must for them.
Yes, what I get from both of you that giving the right message to the company owners is very important. How do you reach out to these owners? Do you use some professional associations or confederations of employers? So, or is it only social media and publications that you invite to these possible trainings and learnings and joining?
Yeah, indeed. In our project, sorry for stepping in here, but indeed this came to my mind with your question. Something that I didn't mention, that part of our consortia, as supportive partners, we have different business associations that are collaborating together with the training providers. There are segmented business associations, more general business associations, but these are the to-be places to contact with the SMEs. And apart from that, and I'm giving the word here to Aiga, we have an ambassadors and supportive partners program where we are engaging quite a lot with digital innovation hubs, because at the end of the day, this is the place to be and to contact with if we want to reach the right SMEs in the right place.
So I don't know if this will be the only correct answer. So most probably there are like lots of approaches that have proven to be successful. But in our case, we are using approach that we are addressing companies both like horizontally and vertically, meaning that, of course, through industry perspective, this is one of the proven approach to do it through industry associations, and we are like addressing like food producers or wood processing companies or whatever. But the other is we are doing it also horizontally, like meaning from geographical perspective. So we are contacting through regions, through small cities, and trying to do. To speak to companies very, very locally, so where they are. And this is also very important that we, so any company could be reached like in 2 ways, and this is good.
This is good. So could you also tell from your experience, I know myself that there are several barriers for the small and especially micro companies to join the trainings. Maybe you can mention some of them that you have experienced and how to help them overcome them. Aiga's question to you. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will start, and of course David could continue. Maybe the first barrier is that company owners, and especially if we want to address company owners, they don't feel that this is their role or their job. And again, I will repeat myself that digitalization is a business function. This is something that we need to stress again and again. Probably that's the first barrier. The second is, and maybe this is another message we are using, that please come to us if you really want to do something, but you don't know how to do it. So again, and again, this proved to be quite a successful approach. We are running quite a series of trainings or group mentoring session for those companies who fit into a category. I want to do something, but I don't know how to start.
Yeah, I have the feelings that David has disappeared also from.
Yes, I think
So
we are missing David. Yeah.
So we will continue discussion with Aiga then. Another question, when we talk about these trainings for SMEs, we need really to ensure that the short time which they are able to spend on trainings, because they have this time pressure, yeah, either you do business or you join trainings, that the training courses are of highest quality, yeah, and this is really that they learn the things that they need. How do you review this from the EDIF Latvia perspective when you engaging them into the training courses? How do you manage the training quality and this is up-to-date course?
Right now, we are very actively running a so-called Kickstart training, which is what I already mentioned. Here is opportunity for you to know how to start your first digitalization project. And for us, let's say this KPI is if at the end of the training, company is starting their first digitalization project. So we are pushing towards the first step. And that is important to encourage to start doing it.
Okay, I will ask you a tricky question. Have you had chance to explore the Cloud Camp for SMEs platform? Because I did check it myself and I found the trainings. Well, I have some IT background, so I could evaluate both the basic level and the mid level, maybe not the advanced. It's really for IT specialists. How do you find the trainings, and would it be possible, or would you be interested also explore the use of them in Latvia after the pilot?
Oh, definitely. We are. So our approach is always to seek for good examples and always to seek for what is working. And so it's no need to invent a new wheel by yourself. So it's always good to see what is done and what are the good practices already done. So in our opinions, the most important topics for SMEs is, of course, about how to align business processes and the digitalization. So how to make digital technologies work into your processes, and again, not to create a bottlenecks, but to do it in a streamlined way. So to understand the whole picture, that's as I would say the first block that fits in our interest. And of course, two other, which is like a very, very simple, but still it's very important. It's about cybersecurity. So it never becomes old.
Yes.
And the third one is everything about data. And I would say that's the next thing that many companies, especially small and micro companies, fails when they are introducing their first automated solutions or maybe some automated equipment, that they start generating quite amount of data and they don't know what to do with it. So data management, data analytics, that's a very huge topic for every size company.
Yes, you are right, data, but also cloud is important because for the small companies ensures their servers.
Oh, absolutely. I see cloud as a separate issue. I like it, like, of course. So for small companies, where else do you store your data? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not only even storing data, but all the services that you can get from cloud, including monitoring your security and other topics of the company. So I just like to tell to all participants before we are closing that basically there is a lot of information and training opportunities for SMEs, also the digital skills and jobs platform. And I would like my colleagues to share the links, so you can find them under training opportunities. There are single training courses for all the topics that we have mentioned and even more. And you can also find learning paths like on big data, on artificial intelligence, on security. And this is something that even if you are not using directly in all countries, because in small countries you need to have it localized maybe in your languages, then you get inspiration about this. And for Aiga, I would like to have a concluding question. So if you would like to give some inspirational messages to other edX in Europe, first of all, how good do you have the cooperation of the EDIC network to support SMEs? Yeah? And what would be your best practice you are realizing in Latvia that you would like to share with other EDICs?
Yeah, of course, EDIC network is about collaboration and learning from each other. So from our side, I think we have made a very good example of implementing so-called Kickstart campaigns or Kickstart seminars, where we invite companies to start their first digitalization project. And actually, this approach is not invented by ourselves, but we learned this approach from our colleagues in Sweden. So it's about learning and sharing. So if any EDIC is willing to also to learn, so they are very, very welcome to approach me.
So David has joined back at least in audio format. So David, could you also give some, let's say, recommendation about the 5 new learning paths that you are creating on the Cloud Camp, and why should the company join the project and the platform?
Yeah, first of all, my apologies for the technical issues. It seems that I'm having a lot of troubles today, so sorry. Yeah, basically for the 5 advanced learning pathways, they relate to or they target mainly IT experts, let's say, people in the company that are part of the IT team, so cloud architects, cloud experts, engineers, etc. But apart from that, that are the learning pathways or the courses that we are focusing right now. I still invite all the SME business owners and the employees to join the other pathways that are active right now. Not just only because they are cheaper, but also because they are more tailor-made for them. So right now we have all the courses available in our platform. I share the registration link through the chat. And if anyone is more interested, because they are rather complex, and I understand to get into the information there, because there are many courses, many learning pathways, there is a test, there is a certification, there is a lot of information around. If someone has more questions or doubts, they can drop me an email or reach me through LinkedIn, and I will be very happy to give more information about the onboarding process, what the course is about, the certification, the pricing, the way that they are getting into the courses, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much.
Thank you, David. And then I understand that every company from Latvia, Romania, or Greece, if they're interested, they can still join.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. With this, we would need to conclude our talk. So I would like to thank you both, not only for joining today, but for the efforts that you are doing to equip SMEs and companies with digital skills. Thank you also for the participants who have joined.